Man.
wish.
We're
You
losing a
wish.
homie, guys. We're
I
losing a
wish.
homie.
Ay,
he's checking out of the
Bunny
streets.
simp, dog. Text her first.
Yeah. 2023.
I don't do that, bro.
I think
Bro.
get what you want.
Yeah,
Go
go
after
for
what
it.
you want.
Go for it.
Chase your dreams.
Me, I'm not that.
Bro, me, they tuned me one time. Hey, bro, you were slow. This bro, you could have got in. This bro,
You could have
I
fucked the
got-
guy.
You
You
could
could
have
have
fucked the
Man, you was
guy.
busy there being a cool O. Stop being a cool O.
Didn't work.
It was
Initiate, bro.
gone.
You're the man.
Didn't work.
You're the
Oh,
man.
man.
Initiate.
I mean, I
Like,
can do the initiation, but I'm not interested.
Mm.
She ain't the one. She
What's
ain't
the level?
I don't know what
Ish.
level this one is.
It deserves
Next time I get
better.
into a relationship, I need a girl that's gonna make me go crazy.
And what's that?
Just go crazy about her. I need to-
PSA was on.
Like, I need-
You mustn't think
I need
about
to-
it. You should feel it.
Yeah, I don't just want to be in a relationship whereby I text her. Whenever I get a call from her, I need to be happy. I need to blind about.
You know those videos.
I need that. I need that buzz because thing is with relationship for me.
Le buzz
bro.
level
Hey.
mfana mbatha bakuthi
It's
akorobela
starting
le
Ay, nanjani akangizwisi, bro.
ngabheka mina ngedwa.
Nanjani akangizwisi. That's the only way it's gonna work. Nanjani akangizwisi.
That's the way.
ngeke
But
kubona
to keep me-
kusakhakisa kuyokuhlandisa ke mangabe phela usho
Yeah.
nabangidlisile ukuthi
You know, when you start saying "I love you" in front of the church.
sure.
Hey.
Answer I love you. Mwah.
I said, you know, he's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Now I can do that. Remember the boys. The boys need to know that when you come, they need to know. Like yo, I can't come. I'm with my
Indeed.
hand.
Hashtag gone
I'll
boys
meet my
worldwide.
I'm with my hand.
I
But
know,
relationships, men are
we
tricky.
need more of you. Viva.
With what?
I support you. But I feel like it should be reciprocated. Let's be crazy about each other.
Exactly. That's what I'm
Let's be
saying.
crazy about
I need
each other. It's just two of us in this world, this crazy world.
Let me ask you
I need a girl that whenever she sends me a picture, I show all my boys.
Yo.
Hey, bro,
Oh,
It's more than
that's
love.
how
my
they
nigga,
steal
see
your
this.
girl.
This is my
That's how
hand,
they steal
boy.
your girl.
This is my hand. That's the thing.
Something too
That's
happy
the,
there.
that's the thing. That's the thing. If she's really mine, they're not gonna steal it because I'm showing my boys. Like, yo,
Yeah.
my nigga, see this.
Yeah.
You know,
Put a
Okay,
staff
I
for
guess,
it.
I'm
so.
better boy.
If she really yours,
should I call you big boy? Should I call you big?
No, but I appreciate if she's really yours, even if they try.
Even if they
It's
try,
giving, she'll
you
give
know,
you the phone to respond.
Exactly, like, yo,
look at your friends.
look at your phone. What's your
I told
phone?
you about these.
Take that
papers.
phone, send a voice note. Exaum,
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, man,
You
I
can't
got
park the
food.
car here, man.
car here,
You
bro.
can't park the car
Can't
here.
park the car here. Hey,
You know, something like that.
Yeah.
no,
Hey, but nalemve
Can't
umuntu wemuntu. Hayi.
I know.
Eish. Hey,
Eksemne ngicabanga nje kusema ngabe usengashadi. Kodwa umuntu wemuntu lana.
Yeah.
Ndashayisa tinde.
No.
Ndashayisa.
there's commitment
I
and
think-
there's loyalty.
Yes, I
know.
think we're all adults out here.
Yeah, so we all know what
You
we
must
want.
know what you're doing.
No, but guys, I just feel like, rather
Can you
don't
actually
mix
date-
it.
Can you date
You
a
know-
girl that's older than you?
Actually, high school.
Can you do it now?
I used to date hands that were older than me.
Why?
I don't.
Same here, because
It's
I used to
access.
be young in
It's
high
access.
school. I was besides access. I was like young in high school. Like, bro,
Interesting.
I was young in high school, so I used to date older girls.
Sure.
But I never worked.
But it
I
wasn't
mean,
like,
I had
it
like
wasn't
also
like
the
older
big
like
body, like I
that,
was
you
tall.
know.
People saw me
Same
like
here.
I was a tall
Probably
guy.
more if you're in like Form 3 and Form 5 or like,
Form 1, Form 4.
I know.
From
You
3,
want to bamba?
Nanga Form 3.
Ah, okay.
When I was in Form 3, back 13.
He takes the cup. You see how he's just
Mm.
he's just dazing around.
I'm just like, what?
mhm.
What was I doing,
I
man?
did drops mic.
I don't know what
doing,
were we
bro?
doing?
What was I doing?
Yeah, but we were still trying to find ourselves.
Yeah.
My high school was rough. But would you date someone who's older than you now?
Now, no,
Yeah.
I don't think.
Would you date someone who's Would you say someone who's younger than you?
Yeah, that's the question.
Okay, I won't lie. Like I would think about the age like damn, but I'm not focused on it. So if you're mature and you're actually a great person, I'd look more at who you are as opposed to okay. Like I feel like it's the same thing
What
as
do you mean who you are?
Like-
Status wise.
there's like some okay, for
Like
example,
morals wise.
I'm 24
Mm,
years old, right? So
sure.
if I dated someone that's like 21, for example,
Yeah.
if he's still acting like, yo, babe, I want to chill around my friends, yo, that But if there's someone mature, like we can
She's trying
actually
to hang
have
with
a
the gang. She's trying to hang with the
What-
gang.
trying to hang with the
Stop
gang.
that. Bro, I'm
You
trying to hang with the
see?
gang.
And do some gang activities.
Literally,
Oh,
we should
make
have do some
some
gang
money on the-
activities,
Now,
bro.
activities.
You know,
okay, there's a certain level of maturity that I'm looking for. Like,
No,
I
that
don't know how to
that's- that's
explain
a-
it.
that's
I
a
feel
No,
like
what she's
you
saying,
wouldn't
she's-
date a younger guy than you. That's
I
what
would.
she's saying.
If he's mature.
She's saying she wants to call the nigga and like, yo, can we meet up? And then the nigga leaves the boys
Yeah, and
That's
leaves
what-
everything.
and leaves everything for
For
her.
her.
That's what she's saying.
Yeah.
No, I'm just like okay, I'm not saying leave the boys. Like if we communicate like really, okay, today I'm with the boys, I'll allow you your space to be with the boys. I'm obviously still like independent in myself. So I will like allow you to like have that independence.
Mm.
So for me, I'm not gonna be on your case. But if we can be mature about it, communication, like the key things of look, Joe, like wait, they must make sense. I can't be constantly, hey, you must like communicate, like I'm treating you like good singing.
Of course, of course,
I've
we
got,
all
I've
enough
got
to
a
understand.
younger brother,
Yeah.
so I can't be and a little sister, ne? But in terms of my younger brother, he's a teen now, he's in the dating stage. I can't be encouraging him in a way that's like, yeah, don't communicate. I have to instill like those morals and values. You must communicate, be understanding, patient,
But I-
considerate. Those qualities. Some won't have that because he's gonna be feeling like, yeah, I'm the man. I'm the man. I'm on top of the world. Like he's being driven by what doesn't drive me. He's more focused on being popular, being the coolest of the squad. And I'm more, okay, I'm trying to,
Coolest, man. Of course, you're the coolest. You come in all the one. I don't know how this thing works but you see when you're old, you see when you're dating an older girl, there's just this confidence within you, that comes with it.
Yeah, but you see,
I don't know what it is. I don't
because
know
you
what
feel
it is.
good.
but
like
it's
you
there.
did that.
Yeah, like my I did that.
You did that.
I did
Because
that.
naturally when you go for yeah. Because I won't lie, there's a stereotype to it, We assume that someone older is more mature and someone younger is immature. When there are
Which is not true.
situations, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a stereotype because there are situations where the more older you are, you're actually more immature. Like,
Fact.
when you look at someone, you'll hear like they are 40, 50, but the things they dressing like they're kids.
I know a couple that are older than me, but I still question their behavior, which I totally don't understand. Like homies didn't play
You
in
see?
primary.
So now imagine you are like mature, but you're dealing with someone like that.
Yo, they're telling me to start the show now.
Oh my
Too
word!
much.
Oh, damn.
As I did, it was happening. Welcome to another segment of Talk Entertainment and Art. We're coming at you live from the capital. I'm your host, Babu Demini. On today's episode, I have Marion.
Hey guys, it's your girl Marion, the cheese of Sargo, as you know. And I go by the stage name Crystal. They have me on the show, so I came with that flavor, that positivity.
Came with that fire.
Boom, boom, boom,
Came with that
boom.
fire.
Had to come through, I'm dripping, glowing, life is good. You know what I
That's
mean?
good, know what I mean?
Yeah, no, life is good. I'm not gonna lie, life is good. And I feel like if it's this good right now and I still feel like it could be better, I can just imagine.
How big is it gonna be?
Like
Angane,
it blows
though.
my mind to even try like imagine the picture in because I feel like my head's too small to like really I needed to just expand. Like wow.
I didn't know your stage name was Crystal. I literally
Yeah.
thought you were gonna use your real name.
Yeah, my stage name is
It would
Crystal
work as a
because
stage
It
name,
would
right?
work. I feel like it would work because Marion,
Yeah, the thing is, okay, I believe that my true and like wasekhaya,
Yeah.
that's who I come from. Those are my roots. So
Oh,
Marion is not
okay.
someone I want to associate with what comes with being in the industry, being in entertainment,
That's
because there
valid.
comes a time where you kind of have to play the part, and I don't want playing the part to associate with my true identity. That is mine. It's my sacred thing. So Crystal's my second name, so it still associates with me. So I'm still giving a piece of myself, but it's not the first option.
You ain't trying to be a superstar at the house.
Now there I can be, but I have to still. That's where I go to, like, remember where my. Hey, ningangiboni ngimuhle
Washatisha
so.
superstar.
Would you do that though? Like let's say you're like big, like and then
Yeah.
you come at home.
Now
Your mom
your mom
tells you, Marion, the teacher
Aishem, to be quite honest, the way I was raised is no matter how much confidence in terms of where I am out there,
Yes.
my parents are my parents. Bangikhulisi. And one thing I'm big on is respect. So if makungicelile ukuthi ngoswashele teacher ngmakwami, the industry is not around to be judging me or whatever. And it's nothing I'm doing that nobody
And it's
has
not like we don't know.
nobody hasn't done.
not
Don't
a
just have
crime.
done the teacher.
But
That's exactly what I was saying.
The way you're saying it though
Yeah,
is
in that situation.
Since it's like you were raised well, it means that you're a person who can take instructions from your rants or from
Yeah, I can. But I won't lie, I did go through a phase as a teen where I feel like, I'm my own person. I want to live my life. I can handle it on my own without realizing you're speaking more from ego as opposed to actually getting to a point where it's like, hey, there's more to real life than I
Right.
think in this moment. So I would have my moments where it's like, what's the distance? Why me? Like,
Like, where you question
I'm
everything.
always doing
And you just question
something in this
even if-
house,
Now it's about 3 or 2
Yeah. And
all
you
the
don't
typical.
realize, the thing is, the sacrifices they make, because they go to work every day. All you're doing is standing in one place and washing
and
dishes.
receiving
And it's not that difficult to wash dishes. Making sure they're clean is the thing. Because you have to be patient with each plate.
Right.
Yeah, so
So they're
So
they're showing you that all good things take time.
there's a story in everything that our parents made us do.
Like serious, man.
Yeah.
That's
That's the truth.
if you take
really.
your time with something, it's gonna come out nicely.
Right.
And me, I won't lie.
Right.
I
That is
was
true.
I was raised more like a boy, in a way, because I was such a daddy's girl, growing up. I got more closer to my mom as I entered like more of my womanhood, because I feel like now I was at that stage where I needed mom to instill those womanly values in me for me to understand. But I still kept what my dad taught me: independence. I can do things myself. I can be driven. I can be ambitious. The qualities that most associate with men. Like, it should be a man
Yeah,
who's
fair.
ambitious. It should be a
Yeah.
man who's independent. So for me, I have a perfect balance of both, knowing when to open up myself emotionally and when to compromise, when to ration. And I also have the moments where it's like, nah, and on my own,
Mm.
I can, go after what I want. So I guess,
I think it's very important for as a young kid to actually have both parents, because
yeah.
you get to see different sides. Because I don't want to lie to you, as who have like single parents, there's something missing.
There's something missing.
Yeah,
something missing,
There's
bro.
something missing.
Literally there's something missing, because there's certain things that when we do, so other people look at it.
Yeah.
Why are you doing this, bro? Like,
True. And I feel like, because you're kind of sort of like, how can I put it? We're all made by two different people.
Exactly.
When they come together, they make
Wow.
one thing of two different things.
Which is
So for me, I've experienced that because I've had both. But I feel like with single parents, it's like you are more like, you see more of a certain type of like trait or a certain
Right.
type of behavior through the parent that's there. But you're confused by the fact that the other parent who's missing, you don't understand that trait because you feel it, but you don't know where it's coming from. You
And
know
I-
what I mean?
and
'Cause
I also
conflict.
feel like, to an extent, our kids should be raised. We should teach our kids the world the way it is.
Yeah.
Instead of the fairy tales and all the
like
lies.
the truth.
Yeah.
Like,
Ish.
just Be
But that's
straight
the
with them from the
thing.
get-go,
Kids
bro.
dream big. Kids are magical. That's the beauty about why I could say there's certain things about being a child that as an adult, they say get in touch with your inner child. Because there's certain things that as a child you could carry into your adulthood, but obviously now you're just changing the characteristics. As a kid, in that age, they don't know the world. So they see colors, that's exciting to them. They see balloons, it's like, what?
Yeah,
That's big to them.
But that on its own can go to a certain extent, would say maybe after primary or like
Yeah.
in between primary, you start showing them how life really is, you know.
The problem is
So that
once
these
we
people
start school,
can learn life at a very young age. Because imagine if you were told, imagine if you went to school and learn what you were good at.
Yeah.
You
that
would be a
actually
professional
be
now.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd literally be a
You'd
professional
be the
now.
most skilled in what you
Exactly.
do. And there would be so many different unique skills in this world. People wouldn't be trying to compete.
And this thing of focusing on like academics, okay, a bit redundant now, bro. There are no jobs.
Yeah.
Like there's no jobs in the banks.
The
There's no
economy
jobs
is
in the
Nangabe
hospitals.
intense.
There's no
Yeah.
jobs in the forces. There's no jobs anywhere. You feel there's no money.
Yeah,
Let's try to look into
let's
different
look into our
industries.
talents now.
Let's cultivate
Let's open it
talents.
up a little bit. Let's
Yeah.
not just stick to one perspective.
We can't give you the game
And
though.
funny enough, the world is actually changing because of AI, you know. So certain jobs are gonna get eliminated.
That's the scariest thing. Already, just think about it. The answers to all the questions that we get were being tested on basically what's already been done.
Literally.
And we're still doing it again. Like, we're in a cycle of the fact that they could even create the AI. They've always known that they're teaching us something that we didn't need to learn because it exists. We could discover it ourselves. You can learn it on your own.
Literally, you can.
Yeah, I feel like I've learned more outside of school than I have in school. School
Same
has
here.
taught me the book, according to the book,
according
you know.
to the law.
But outside has taught me the experience to what I'm learning in the book.
Fact.
But I've actually understood it more through the experience than I have the theory of what the book is telling me. So it's like, why shouldn't I have been taught to be independent enough to stay strong and stand strong in myself? Have instill the values I need to fight against the real world.
Literally.
But I
And
think
learn
there's
and
this-
teach
there's-
myself,
there's
why
this
must I
thing-
be systemized? You
There's
know?
this thing that what's to say, but go hamba born. You know, like
Yes,
come
you,
back, Bona.
yes,
You
basically you learn as you move along.
As you move along,
Like
you
keep
realize,
going, but you'll
you can't
see.
know everything at the same time.
I
you
feel
know?
like it would also allow people to move at their own pace.
yeah,
Because to be quite honest, Mane will say, this one is a fast thinker, this one is a slow thinker. But it's according to a standard that they've set. When according to our own paces, I'm thinking perfectly fine for me.
Oh.
Like, this is perfectly fine for me. I like my pace because I'm not rushing myself. I'm patient in myself. I understand who and where I'm trying to get, you know?
Exactly.
But when you
That's
add the
what you
pressure,
mean.
you are now you're projecting what you believe for me as opposed to the reality of me, you know?
But low key, you need the pressure, you know, because the world is moving
Yeah,
too
but-
fast.
But I don't have to
You gotta
do what
catch
you
up.
say. I can use it as advice to understand how I can make it work for me. Like, I appreciate what you have to say. I appreciate your advice. I'll take it into consideration. But I don't have to do it how you want me to do it. You know what I
I
mean?
see what you mean.
Yeah.
And I totally agree with you. And another thing is having people that advise you on something that you already know and something that
Yeah.
you already want to do.
Angie, Marion, tell me, or should I say Crystal? Because I want to ask Crystal. So how do you incorporate all of this information that you have? Because you seem like such a very informed person. How do you incorporate
That's a
it into
very
your
valid
craft?
question.
Yeah.
Yeah, like into your creativity and all of that.
Okay. Wow, that's actually very interesting. I didn't expect it. I was thinking, okay, maybe, okay, yeah. Well, how can I put it? I'm an overthinker, and there's the good and the bad. The good is that I can evaluate things deeply and think of the possibilities and the consequences. But I think in terms of my creativity, I try to find ways of calming myself down. I love mellow music. I love journaling. I love meditating. So that helps me understand how to balance how much knowledge that I'm gaining. Because I'm always open to learning. I love learning, you know? I love learning. And one thing about me is if I'm interested in something, I will research about it. I want to know what it's about really. And I'll ask questions. I'll ask people around so I can get different perspectives just to grow more on how to establish what I know. And then through that, when it comes to my creativity and trying to balance it out, now I've gone through different perspectives. So now I'm able to figure out how do I want to touch each person from a general point of view. So I've done my research, but now I can manipulate it to almost sound like it's one thing, but it's something that speaks differently to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
So
valid.
I
Okay,
think
that's-
that's how I'm trying to like think about it. Because, okay, so me becoming Crystal started when I started featuring in people. Because
Uh-huh.
I used to sing in my school concerts because I've always believed myself to be Beyonce of the family.
Oh,
I'm
yeah?
like, nah, I'm gonna be the Beyonce. I'm
Oh,
about
you
to
got
be
that star
popping,
power
you know,
in you, eh?
spotlight
Star
on
power
me.
shit.
you know that I'm gonna take them out the hood, you know?
Sure.
Yeah, so
Take him out the hood.
yeah, and I'm so driven to be great. I won't lie. I'd rather not be as great as I hope, but be greater than I thought.
Facts.
So
Hey.
for me, I'm always like chasing the bigger picture and the bigger dream, even if it's too big. Because I've always told myself, I'm going to conquer the world.
Sure.
I'm going to conquer the world.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just going to be that person. And to most, it'll be like, how? Conquer Swaziland first and then. And I'm like, yes, the world, I'm going to start somewhere.
Sure.
Just because I'm still here doesn't mean I'm not
I
moving
don't need to
somewhere.
start in Swaziland to conquer the world if I want to
Facts.
conquer
Yeah.
the world.
First of all, you don't need to start to Swaziland.
Yeah.
That's
you can
true.
start
But I
anywhere in the
still feel
world.
like, that's I feel like having that mentality is the reason why we don't have much of an industry.
But
Because a
what-
lot of
what-
people believe that I can't grow here. I must go outside of here to grow.
Mm.
Yes, Vele,
disagree
you.
with
Okay, why?
I feel like the reason we don't have an industry is because people don't want to put in the work. It's not because you can't grow here. You can't. Because
Yeah, that's true.
I'm going to ask you guys a question. Who are working and who despite your is okay, Lona is working, really, really putting in the work. And they're growing.
They're growing.
They are growing.
They're
Exactly.
growing.
It doesn't mean
They are growing.
because
definitely.
I mean my concept is just people need to put in the work.
Okay,
Literally.
for some
Just
though,
put in
they
the
put in
work.
the work
Sure.
and then they out there, ne? But the problem which I've noticed, unfortunately, is because we don't work together and people are not as big with really trying to try anymore.
And collaboration.
Yeah, like, because certain things are there, but it's not like the industry, like SA has an industry. We know there's different like platforms that you can be under. There's different agencies that like you can be
Sure.
under. In Swaziland, we're kind of restricted a
We were
little bit.
talking about
Like,
that actually
yeah,
last
we
week.
need more because I
Sure,
won't lie.
okay.
The problem with like growing here is it's like a consistent growth, but it's not going up. I'm maintaining.
Another thing is here in Swaziland, you don't blow up with
You blow up with who you know.
who you know.
Oh yeah,
That's
that's
another
oh
problem.
yes, that's another
I
thing.
actually sat down and I can say I'm gonna ask each and everyone in this room.
Yeah.
But no matter blow up. Malaga went down. Besides Young Z. Young Z is the only artist who has a hit song. But no more blow up about what he does.
But nah, you don't.
Okay, but wait, like what are you speaking in terms of?
In the creative segment.
Because there's quite a few. But do you mean blow up like here in Swaziland?
Here in
Like they
Swaziland.
still local, like blowing up here, like but on or do you mean
But how
like
do we- how
they've
do we- how
grown
do we-
so much? Because just as an example, we have had a few like Tenderness, Adrian Fu, Uncle Waffles. They grew here, Vele, but then now they've really grown. So I want to understand in terms of like how are you trying to like ask your question?
My question is, who are the people that have grown up with their art? How many people can we say Lona Uploa because he's talented and he's good?
Not because he's
Not
connected.
because who she knows. Who she doesn't
So
know.
not because of connects, but mostly because of just I work like
Like,
I get you.
exactly.
But
like,
can you
you're putting
ever
in the
blow
work
up without
and you-
connects? I don't think you can ever.
And the people who are doing it, how are they doing it?
Unless
They're
you see,
good,
it's
bro.
difficult. You need to work with people because maybe I'm like, maybe for example, you see, I'm into music. I'm like now finally working on my music career. Like I've just started it out. I've worked with people, so I kind of have an idea of what I'm getting into. So I gain knowledge into what I wouldn't want or what I would like better or what I would like that they did, that I can incorporate for myself. But I'm obviously also trying to understand how can I be different and unique. Like, okay, yes, certain things I'll have to, society
Mm,
just to like
incorporate.
come through. Let's be part of each other's support team, because I feel like even if you're not as big as me, you have your own thing that you've got going on. Like I feel I'm just trying to be the difference. Where just because I'm big doesn't make me better than anybody else.
Fact.
So just because I'm big doesn't mean I can't associate with those that are I won't say below, but that are not
coming up.
at the level
That you
that
had.
I have now achieved.
Mhm.
Because anyone could be at the level that maybe I'm at. Anyone could have had that opportunity, but I worked hard enough to get there, and I feel like it's also in you as a person. If you're a good person, very quickly, you get your blessings. If you're pure hearted, if you're real. But if you're sneaky, you'll get it quick and lose it quick.
That's a fact, though.
Yeah, you get
It
it
is
quick and
true,
lose
but
it
it's
quick.
debatable. It is true, but it's debatable.
Just because you can enjoy it for a long time doesn't mean that you won't fall harder than you rose.
Eish.
That's deep.
That's
Jokes, Mike.
Yes.
that's
Jokes,
one
Mike. That's
thing,
deep.
Yeah, but I think that's true, man.
Because the thing about people that can keep it for a very long time, like if I went about it purely and really I was real about it, I won't be always at the top. I'll be, maybe let's say if I'm a millionaire, I'll remain a millionaire, but I'll still experience downfalls. But because I'm pure hearted, my downfalls won't take me back down to being
zero.
Yeah. I'll still maintain, Gutsi, okay. And then when I come back from being a millionaire, boom, I'm a billionaire now. And you see now my drops are actually higher than the drops of those that were once way, way above me, quicker than what I'm trying to work
So
towards.
that's how you feel like that's how the universe rewards people in a way. If you're morally
born
good
a
person.
millionaire, you can't die, bro. How many people?
But
How
it also
many
depends
people?
on who you are. You know how many people were born millionaires and they are living on the street? Like
How many?
we
How,
don't
what's
all
the
have
ratio?
the same drive.
What's the ratio?
We need a fact checker. Eh?
Yeah, we
What's
need
the
one of
ratio
those-
of those people? Who see
Siri.
if you are born a millionaire, there's a 70% chance you're gonna die. That's not true.
That's a lie.
70%. You have
don't
if you are born a
necessarily agree, Chef.
listen. If you are born a millionaire,
Yeah.
there's a 70% chance you're gonna be a billionaire.
Okay, so I saw something on TikTok the other day, right? That was like basically celebrities that won't leave anything to their kids.
Yo.
And for example, Steve Harvey was one of them, and he said he's not leaving anything to his kids; he's giving it to charity, like donating it basically. So now you see, those are millions. But if you don't set yourself up in your own self, because let's say maybe because our dad's a millionaire, you're a bit comfortable. Let's be real. Imagine living the softest life. Good, spending 100K in a day is.
But no, but
that's,
low key,
that's spending 100 rand for us with our maybe 500 rand, and it's like,
no. I don't think any parents are capable of doing that.
They are if I've instilled the correct morals and values in you.
Even
you
if
won't
their kids
feel
have money,
bad.
they're gonna leave money
the
for
thing
them.
is, those
Exactly.
There's no way you're gonna not give your kids money.
Literally, there's no way. Bro. There is no way.
There's no
Okay.
way.
There is no.
You're
No
gonna
matter
give
how
them
can I feel like
something.
I
Even if you
understand,
donate
but I feel like
maybe 40% of it, the majority of the share must go to the kids.
Literally.
Yeah.
okay, I'm not gonna necessarily say I agree with it or I disagree. I'm just gonna give a neutral response.
Me, I'm saying they capping.
I feel like
There's no way you can't leave your kids something.
Yeah.
I feel like
That's what
I'm
I'm
just
saying.
gonna give a
Panama.
neutral response. Like, yeah.
What's
What's your response?
Nah, I feel like for me, my neutral response would basically be the fact that at the same time, if as me being alive, and I have the connects I have, and I set you up in yourself. Because you know how, for example...
Sorry, I just came back with some facts here. So approximately 70% of wealthy families lose their wealth by the next generation, with 90% losing it the generation after that. When it comes to building wealth,
you remember?
growing a network is half the battle.
Because the problem
Like,
is, you
they
see the
can't park the car there.
They
comfortability.
can't park their car.
You see the comfortability. You see, like what I was saying, for example, right?
Oh yeah. Tough times make hard men. Hard men make easy times. Easy times make weak men. Weak men make tough times. That's just it. That's the cycle.
Deep shit. What are you
Yeah.
saying?
That's all
the
it
cycle.
is. That's all it is. You know, you also have to educate, even though, you know, we're having like our general chats, you know, giving each other's perspectives. You need to also just say it with that exclamation.
Yeah.
Right.
Say it with some teaching. Say it with some, you know, something to take home after watching this, you know.
Sure.
Write it in your notes.
Take note.
You know, look back and you'd be like, I was watching that first. You know, when I'm big, you can say, let's see, she once said, you know, in
Sure.
2023.
We'll
You
play
know?
it back when you're big and tell them that she said it.
And
She
then we
did.
come
She
back
said it.
again,
She said-
and now we have more knowledge and more to learn from each other, because, you know, through the journey, I won't just be teaching, I'll be learning, you know.
Pause.
But like back to that point, I feel like with some parents, if whilst like you're alive as a parent, you have these millions, I will teach you the morals and the values that I want to instill in you. Because some don't live their life because of the money they have.
But they don't teach
I'm
you how
going
to
to still-
carry the money. You see, you can't leave me 30 million while
But
I've
not
never
all.
seen
Do you know there are
2
some
million in my
Exactly.
life.
Exactly.
But
You
still,
can't.
You can't do that.
You can't do that. Why you do that?
there are
That's how you have boy blue.
We'll squander the
yeah.
money.
That's
true.
literally the concept of that show.
That's how you
They,
have.
but
That's the
Yeah.
concept.
they rely too much on instilling the morals instead of teaching you how financial literacy.
No, but I'm talking in terms of the fact that some parents really are open to, you'll experience the lifestyle, you get the money, you enjoy it, but at the end of the day, just one of those ways, like, oh, Sophia clapping, wow, 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 wow. Hey, you're recklessly spending money just like that. You must also know, okay, you know what, I'm capable of spending 100K on alcohol in a night, but of that 100K, meaning I'm going to spend it, and then the rest, let me invest where I'll get the more money, where that 50K I used to spend will now be the 100K, but it's not a loss to me, it's more a gain.
Oh.
Get what I mean? So it's knowing how to also balance out the riches. And I feel like that's why then maybe some parents, I'll set you up whilst I'm alive, but when I'm gone, you're set up enough not to need what I could have lived. So let's help others that don't have, you know. Sometimes we need to think like that, because if you already have millions before I die, why am I giving you more millions? That's how you go crazy. Because now you're like a billionaire. You're too excited.
Give me the million.
But making
Dude.
generational wealth.
Literally.
Yeah. You understand?
Yeah.
We're trying
Literally.
to.
Generational wealth.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess, you know, if it feels right, if it feels good, if it aligns with you, then do it.
Alright, man. So tell us about your music.
My music. Oh my gosh, guys. I'm
What's up?
so excited about this journey. I won't lie. It's so exciting because it's the first time I'm standing on my own. I'm in control.
Oh yeah.
Because I've always featured. I won't lie, the features were great.
Yeah.
Because there were some wonderful artists. They were based in SA, you know. So working with them gave me insight into, and there were guys. So it was like I was getting the opposite side of what
Yeah.
it's like being a male artist who's trying to get into the industry, you know. So it's really given me insight because, Aishem, I'm going to be honest, most of the females that I've met that are artists, I meet them through the male that I'm working with. So it's kind of tricky to really like establish, because they'll be working together and then it's like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm just there same time because we're all using studio time. But we've never really been able to work together to say that, okay. So I'm really open to getting to know artists, you know, getting to work together, because I think I've gotten enough insight from the guys. I've worked with a lot of guys. Now I want to be more on the, let's bring out divine feminine to the industry. You know, ladies, let's show men that we can work together without the beef, the hate.
I said this.
Like,
Please.
Yeah, I remember
like
he
we
said
need more
it.
of that.
Please round
You
I
them
remember
know?
he
up
said
and
it.
do that.
Yeah.
Like,
We need
I'm tired of
that.
women competing. Like, I feel like it's unnecessary because you're competing based on assumption.
Hmm.
Because what you assume about me in your head is what you're going to create a perspective about me on. Or you're going to actually say that's who I am just because of what you think. No.
But women,
Allow yourself to learn. Like, you can think it, but learn
Hmm.
who
But,
I am before
thing
you
is-
judge it.
thing is, I don't think there's a lot of women that think the way you do. No offense. This is no offense. I'm not trying to,
Bad name women.
Bad
Yeah,
name
no,
women
shit,
in a way.
women are
Yeah.
But like my point is, women are wave riders. If there's a wave, they hop
Yeah.
on it and they ride with it until it's done, and they hop onto another. So building something from scratch can't be tricky.
Yeah, it can.
It can't be tricky, but it can happen if you have the right people with you. I mean, look at Nicki Minaj, bro. Nicki Minaj was down bad until Ice Spice came through. This is true, though. Who's riding whose wave?
Okay, but no, she was.
Who's riding whose
Nicki
wave?
did her best. She really hit her climax, but then the news started coming in, and I won't lie, because
It wasn't making no
people were
money.
starting to become.
That
Is
net
it
wasn't shaking.
commercial? They were becoming commercial, but they weren't being unique in the commercial industry.
Yeah.
They were just going with the flow, just because, and they weren't adding the realness to it. Because I feel like they could have added the real rap to the trap.
Sure.
Show us what Nicki does to what these 21st centuries have given us. School them. Come on now. You came with the realness of what they've now made more their thing. They've claimed our art, but they've added a unique touch. They've evolved it.
Now,
But how many people
you're
I-
going to take my piano?
Here's the thing.
Hey.
Wait. I want to go back to what she was saying. You saying she should be schooling the new school cat.
Yeah, like instead of her letting herself just.
How many people can actually listen to that?
Tricks.
Because I'm pretty
Yeah.
pretty sure she's been in the studio doing that, and they told her this thing is not gonna work because there's no market for it.
Yeah.
But obviously, you need to fit in. Because,
That's why she was riding waves. Because she can't make shit on her own.
But
This is
if she can ride the wave and still be relevant to that wave that she's hopped on, why can't she try and find herself through the wave?
because she's there. Because there's nothing
That's
there.
the problem.
There's nothing there, bro.
Okay, but to be quite honest, she's been in the industry. I can just imagine having been in it for that long. She's evolved with the time.
Yeah, she has.
So now
She
getting
has.
into this moment where your kids are the ones who are rapping now, you do get to a point where it's like, I must step back. I've earned what I deserve. Because she's making music just to keep making money. She needs to make a living.
Hey, can somebody tell the gatekeepers, the people that
So
have the
that's what they're
money,
doing.
that
And then the new kids are trying to get to the point where they can now just release music just to make money. Where I'm just releasing it because I need to pay the bills. But I'm not releasing because I have to. Now, in the beginning, I have to release because I'm not going to get anywhere if I don't.
That's the thing. This is where the music dies.
Yeah.
When you're releasing for the money.
lack of passion.
Exactly.
Yes.
Lack of passion. That's where the cloud chasing comes in.
That's why you ride
That's where all
waves.
the wrong things do. That's where the shaking of the nyash comes in.
When
Where
you
you're
start
supposed to be shaking.
using
Yeah,
more
when you
body
start-
than
When you start
words.
using your nyash more than the words, that's where the problem is. When
Yeah.
you're doing it because you want to pay bills.
And I think that's when now you have the fame. You can venture into anything. You could release
Do something. Create
Yes.
shoes, bro. Do
Yes,
something.
do something now that
just don't
takes
make
more of your
music.
time.
T-shirts.
Yeah, just
Like you
make
see,
a
for
t-shirt.
example, Rihanna was smart about it. She saw soon. Good
Yeah.
yeah.
My time will come.
My time is up. Let me invest in something that'll always be relevant. Like no matter where you go, makeup will always be relevant.
Yeah.
It's just about her now being different or adding the relevance to being like the one and only brand that will forever say
Yeah.
Fenty will always be the number one.
Exactly.
Shit. Even if we
But
can't
low-key-
afford it, it's the,
But
it's the
low-key,
number one.
Another thing that would have inspired, she wasn't making enough music. She wasn't getting paid enough in making music. That's why she decided to turn right.
Who, Nikki?
I'm not sure.
No, Rihanna.
Really?
I think she just saw that the
But
industry was.
she's a
I-
billionaire.
okay,
I feel
I
like she
think
saw the industry was
she's a
evolving
billionaire
into
not
who she
because of music.
wasn't.
Yeah.
She's a billionaire not because of the
I don't think-
amount of sales
Do you think
she's made.
there's a billionaire, someone who's a billionaire because of music? Who?
There's no one who's a billionaire.
I'm not sure.
There's no way. Michael Jackson.
Michael
Oh, he was
Jackson.
a billionaire. But
Michael
wasn't
Jackson
only
didn't-
music. Like only music. Like only not
No,
his other projects.
he had shares.
okay.
He had shares. He had businesses probably that added up to that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not music.
Maybe I'll be the first
Shit,
official
Michael Jackson.
billionaire
Michael Jackson. Damn,
artist,
bro.
you know.
Yeah. Through
That is so
sales
crazy.
Mhm.
and
Through sales.
and tours.
I shame the God I serve, through my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, shall make it happen.
Mm.
He gave me this world, so I can imagine what's a billion.
So
From
are
a
you,
single.
So when are you planning to show us some material from Crystal?
Oh, okay. So I've been working on a few things recently. My first official single, and I had actually recorded one last year. It's just been sitting there. I've been marinating it because I've just been waiting for the time to find me and not looking for the time. So when it felt right, I just knew. And this year just so happened to be the year I was reclaiming my power back.
Okay.
I became single early this year after a 4-year relationship.
Oh,
So,
yes.
hey.
On such a thing.
No,
Oh.
like.
What's the longest?
Bros, don't ask me. Don't ask me.
So, yeah. Like, I'm not gonna lie, no beef. If anything, I still support him very much. I'm happy for him. I'm glad he's, doing his thing.
Do you guys still keep Do you guys still keep
Who's him? Because
communication?
it's like we know him. Who's him?
Don't.
Ask no questions here, no lies.
Do you guys still keep communication?
It's more business.
Oh.
Yeah, like if he needs me to help him share a link for his like project. And me, I'm not sour shame. I'll never be sour to my exes. No matter how much you hurt me. I had this
Yeah,
I could have, but I was like, you know what? If I had to let go, it's cool. I'm very civil. I think I'm a very
I don't
big-hearted
think I'll be
person.
cool with that.
Like I'm a very big-hearted person.
As the next boyfriend.
No.
Hey.
As an ex-boyfriend or as an ex.
Mm-hmm.
As an ex-boyfriend, you still sharing your ex's links. I'm not sure if I'll be cool with that.
Okay,
Personally,
I
I
guess it's still recent right now. I won't
Yeah,
lie.
okay.
Like
If it's still recent, then
it's been like months, yes. But it's that type of thing where really like the sending of the links, it's not something I think about, And I haven't really gotten to a point where I can say, oh, I'm open to really like meeting someone,
Okay,
maybe there's a special somebody,
Who knows?
But Nje, I'm just saying,
Maybe
like
my
I've just
brother's
been
watching there and is thinking.
Hey!
That into the DMs.
Like, hey baby. No, I'm kidding. I've just been more on a self-love, self-care journey.
Yeah.
I won't lie. I've just been more focused on myself. I've just been self-driven right now. I can say I'm independently loving myself because I'm learning a lot about me. I'm loving enjoying myself. It's like when you've spent so much time in a relationship, you've been a certain person, Not to say I was not myself, but I was in relationship mode. And obviously now when you incorporate someone else's life, I'm not thinking for myself.
Yeah.
I'm thinking for the both of us. Sometimes more you than me. So now I'm thinking for me and me alone. That's different. It's a bigger kind of flex.
Right.
It feels good. I feel like, I just got my confidence back in my woman self because I look good. My body looks good. My skin is popping. Okay, I'm just going through a little bit right now, guys. I've been stressed. School. But school is going well. I must say,
Yeah.
beauty with brains, nothing below 70. It's going good by the grace of God. Thank God,
The grace of God
Nice.
is grace.
I'm
Shout
actually
out.
studying
Shout out.
a psychology and HR degree. Your girl is doing her second last year. So we're praying until we get to the end. Graduation coming soon. So I'll be a musician with a degree.
We need a lot of that.
No, the thing is, I don't
Ish.
want to only just like, as much as I'd love to blow up in music, it's not my passion. It's part of my passion. So
Part
I
of your
can't
passion.
only just give into one thing.
Okay.
I want to give into
Krista.
all that I love.
Okay, Crystal. Besides music, what could we expect from you? Because you're saying, are we expecting from
Ooh.
Crystal or?
Oh yes, in
from-
terms of music, I'm dropping on Friday, guys. Stay tuned. This coming Friday,
Give
I'm
us a
dropping.
date.
Give us a date.
Give him a date.
Let me give you
Yeah,
a
'cause
date.
This is
It's
not
probably
gonna drop.
It's probably gonna be out that other Friday.
No, don't worry.
Other-
Don't.
other
Friday.
Okay, no problem. As long as
Yeah.
Anyways,
but
if
let
you're
them
watching
know.
it before, you can go check it out. If you're watching it like after, just know that, you can go check it out. So
It's there.
yeah.
It's waiting for you, bro.
I'll be dropping on the 29th of July. Hey, I just
29th of
realized
July.
something. One of my
I was like, that's
I just realized
29th of
that. Oh my
July.
gosh, yeah, 29th July.
Ooh. What made you pick
So
that date?
I just
For like the right time.
okay, no, I gave people the option. I love to engage with my audience, my followers, because it's not just about me. I
Right.
can't just release what I like. I need to also engage with you guys, get what's who I am, but let me incorporate what you like. So you get to know who I am through also what you like. So it's like a thing of I gave them Monday, Tuesday, Friday. Majority chose Friday. So I was like, you guys chose. People also chose like different options and stuff. But the main day was Friday. So I was like, you know what? I don't know. I guess the energy chose. I was like confused when to release. I was ready to release like tomorrow. Like, let's go.
Let's
you
go.
know? But then I was like, okay, you know what? I just like prayed on it.
Yeah.
And I was like, God, I don't know. You know. And I trust you. Like, it'll happen. So those were my main days. I was like Monday, Tuesday, Friday. Then Friday was the perfect day. And it's a baddie song. So when it came out, it made sense to like have it on Friday. The more I thought about it, the more it made sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's month end. Let's begin the month on Sam,
Oh, it's a
He
baddie
said he
song.
only like
It's
you
a
in that
baddie
drop.
song.
It's
All
a-
baddies stand
Not for
up,
us.
please.
all the
Not for us.
baddies. You
The
see, this
homies,
is the
the
time to shake some nyash. My independent baddies that are hustling.
Don't come here with that
Let's get
influence.
it, you
We
know.
don't support that.
We
Friends
support,
over
we
Nyash.
support that, bro.
Friends
Give
over
me
Giving,
Nyash.
when you're single, when you're single, you start involving everybody.
bread over
Brains
Nyash.
over- But
Bread
yeah,
over nyash.
brains over Nyash.
Oh,
Brains.
brains.
Oh, I'm like bread. Like you're getting the bread. Like you're chasing the bread. But
Okay,
it still makes sense.
It still makes
because
sense.
you need
though.
the brains to get the bread to shake
Right.
the nyash.
Sengiyahamba mina.
That's too much Nyash.
Sengiyahamba.
Now here's a question: how many? Okay, I want to ask you because what's the difference between a baddie and
Okay,
a
I'll
slay
get
queen?
back to your other question regarding what I'm up to besides music. Yes.
What's the difference between a baddie
Yeah.
and a slay queen?
Okay, I feel like a slay queen is more focused on like looks, like basically being on that vibe where, okay, mine vele vele, look, like I don't go by what's inside me, I go by how I represent myself externally. And then I feel like a baddie is one who's aware of the fact that I need to be aligned in myself emotionally, spiritually, and physically.
Yeah.
Like all aspects. I must also like be able to set myself up, chase the bag. Like I must know I don't need no nigga. And I feel as though a slay queen is more focused on the materialistic, and that's why she's more. I'll surround myself with being associated with the rich guy or being around the people that benefit me to look good as opposed to really achieving what it is I could. Because slay queens can still go to school, but I'm not really at school to add much of my intellect. I'm just getting by. And if it doesn't work out, I know I've secured the bag because I have the rich guy who will
What?
keep me slaying.
This is, what?
That's my perspective
Of slay queen.
of
Damn.
slay queen. And then a baddie is someone she's in her bag, regardless of whether she has a nigga or not. But the motive is with or without the nigga, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get it,
Mm.
But I look like a slay queen. But when you get to know me, you realize, damn, she a baddie. She in her bag.
Mm.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
I
look,
guess
it's
that's the
difference.
difference.
My baby.
Fella, if you want a baddie, now within yourself as
As a
indoda.
be that bad boy.
Like, I don't go by like the way.
Manje, okay, before you answer that, Manje, la baba indota must be, which category do they fall under?
Okay, I mean, I feel like it depends on your motive behind it. Because others will say, indota must, but it's for everything that you could do for yourself. And then some will say indota must because indota must do. Melikine indota. Be a man, be the like, must khuluma isingisi. I feel like a man should be the provider, security, head of the family type of vibes. Like he must come more with the foundation that I will like, okay, how can I put it? The man should be the bricks, I should be the cement.
The man must not be soft.
So I feel
You
like
can't
it
be the
depends.
table.
I feel like it
Table.
depends on the perspective. Because for me, I believe in indoda must, like indoda melicine, you know.
And
But I
indoda
don't
must
believe in
stop asking-
indoda must buy me hair. No, I can buy my own hair. Like I might not get it. Like maybe indoda could get it now. Yabona, yes, I get that. But I'd rather wait than to, because the videos I've seen on social media. Next thing, indoda is sang phone. Wow, wig is gone. When I could have waited longer and gotten it and have it for the rest of my life.
Manje lo mzala makayithatha le wig uyendana.
Unika lo munye
mzala.
ulandzelako
Unika
phela.
lo munye.
Ulandzelako.
Uhambe uyoyiwasha
Amsendanjani se?
That's if he doesn't already have
So
one
he'll be
waiting.
keeping wigs in his house.
Oh, by the time he's taken that wig, he goes into the car. Nango baby, some chili. I don't trust some men out
You
Not
need to,
all.
You need,
I'm
you
not-
need,
I'm
you
not-
need to make
I'm
a
not
song.
speaking on
You need
all.
to make a song called
Nah,
that'll be a dope title.
actually.
I think in J.
Hey,
I think.
please,
I think.
blur that out when you edit. I don't need anybody. That's something I don't need. People are gonna get ideas. Not just yeah. You need an album that's ooh. Yeah, you'll get it when it comes out. Stay tuned.
Yeah,
Stay tuned. If
yeah,
you start
that's-
supporting now, you'll forever know what's going on. Trust me. And you know, I'd love to also like get your ideas, get whatever like advice or opinions y'all have that you feel could work for me or that you feel I should incorporate. And also, guys, like I get Kutsi sex cells, you know, but also I'm also big on being confident in your sexuality as a woman.
You've had them fun.
So I feel like I can be sexy through my confidence without needing to show my skin. So if you guys have like a few ideas along those lines, you know, you can comment down below for the girl. And by the way, before we even proceed, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like and share the video, guys. You know, that's
Make
how
sure
we
you
do
share.
it. Mhm.
Share.
Share, guys. It takes 2 seconds, you know?
It doesn't cost you that much. Just to hit that
And
subscription.
it's free, you know, it's free. Be here being interviewed by Crystal herself. Hey.
Who knows, bro? Maybe I might get fired, bro. Who knows?
You
though?
know, you know, never restrict yourself.
Before
you
we
know,
wrap it up,
shine.
do you have anything else you want to add on?
So basically, to answer your question is, as I said, I'm studying psychology and HR, right?
Yeah.
So definitely my passion has always been how the mind works, how your emotions work, and how behavior works, and how you can work them all together. But I think the biggest thing that got me intrigued was I did a year in philosophy.
Yeah.
That really got me into, like, I love reading, but in that time, I wasn't really big on the reading because there was a lot of reading that needed to be done in terms
Right.
of philosophy. So now that I started like doing psychology and HR, which is basically industrial psychology, so it's more the industry, not necessarily the clinical.
Yeah.
Like, I won't listen to problems because I want to help, but I'm listening to your problems because I want to help you work better and
Okay.
achieve better in terms of your corporate, or let me say your work. But I have to understand your emotions to help you. So I'd really love to open my own practice because the course I'm studying is very unique.
Yeah.
It's very, very unique. And it's not really big, more especially here in Swaziland. Like there are certain places in SA that do offer, but I'd love to come home with it. Start at home
And you
then
know,
grow at home. And then from growing at home, then we start to go out there, you know. But I'd love to just start with my roots. Love to start with my roots. I just feel like, you know, I'm really big on being ambitious, but also realistic.
Right.
Like I'm willing to work for someone until I have enough money to work for myself.
Mm.
You know, I'm not gonna look down on anything. Like I used to actually work as a waitress at Spur.
Where?
Yeah, I used to work as a waitress. I didn't have to, but I was home waiting to go to varsity. And I was like, I'm bored and I want money. I'm spending my parents' money. And I got bored of being told that I can't have more money because there were so many things I wanted. I wanted to start buying makeup. I wanted to start buying face products, self-care. I'm really big on loving myself through spoiling myself.
Okay.
So I love going to eat. I love enjoying my life. So for me, it was a thing of every time I had the money, I really, really like try to like do the most in myself, and just make myself happy.
Mm.
So yeah, I could just say that I'm on a journey of just allowing God to show me how big.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, man. Shout outs to you, man. Shout outs to you.
Yeah.
You're a very informative person.
I'm
I
glad.
really
I'm
appreciate
glad,
you.
I'm glad. I'm still learning though, but I guess I'm more open because I've just taken the decision to stop drinking, just to allow my mind to work to its full capacity, just a little bit. But I feel as though there will come those celebratory moments, like when I graduate. Definitely, I'm gonna pop a bottle of champagne, have a glass, just to say, danko.
Just to say,
yo yo.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I just feel like I want to be more in my
In tune with yourself.
like yes, even if I was to get into a relationship, I still want to keep the essence of Nyatitanza, you know. Nyatitanza. One thing my friends in SA tell me is Siswati is sexy. But it's sexy. They say it's soft.
They say it's like a baby language in Lesotho.
Haikutsinya offend or anything. They just kind of sort of say it's like the gay Zulu. Because it just has that yapona.
Hi guys,
I've heard it too.
We're out.
I've heard it too, bro.
They say it's like, because they say Zulu is the and then us were the perfect balance of being was soft, man. Dog patagal. Ish. Kuna that thing. Yabona.
Some of my viewers, I send email.
I think it's time to go.
Some of my viewers. Hey, cash me. We live.
Also, should I end it? Should I end it out? Is this what's
Yeah,
on?
yeah.
Should I,
Yeah.
end it with the best part? Guys, okay, thank you so much for getting this far and watching. We appreciate that you spent your time with us. We hope we kept y'all entertained as much as we were entertained doing this. And we hope that you'll stay tuned to see more content coming soon. We're doing big, big things. We are so grateful that y'all have supported us this far. Please continue to support, and who knows, you might need us to support you as well. We got you. For family, guys, let's release the negativity, spread more positive vibes, find it in yourself to love more than you hate, forgive. It makes you a better person in yourself. It's not even about that person. Let it go. It's not worth it. But thank you. We love you.
Woo!
Ciao,
yes, sir.
That was great.
That was a nice exit. I
I have my pen and paper.